hello, and welcome to the Southern Belle NOLA channel. I'm your hostess, Southern Belle, and this is the Bargains by Belle auction. Welcome. Thank you all so much for being here. Tonight is your last night to add to invoices because on Wednesday I'm going to be packing and invoicing you. So y'all make sure and get what you need to fill up your boxes. To any of my regular buyers that buy every week, if for some reason your total is under $20 and you want to carry over and add to it next week, you can. But it is up to you to message me, to email me, to Discord message me. You can let Melissa know in the chat. It is not for me to have to say, do you want to carry over? Do you want to add? Please, oh please, be kind and responsible and respectful and let me know. Because once it gets packed, therefore there's no carrying over. Because once it's packed, it is sitting in my way. It's got to be paid for and it's got to go out. Right, so let me bring on my co-host for tonight, Miss Katie Marie.
Hi, everyone. Good to see you. Happy Monday. We're glad you're here. We're glad you're here and welcome to the auction.
And if you happen to be brand new, well, let me tell you how this works. So, if you've never bought anything or bid on anything and you think you might possibly want to bid on something tonight, then what you need to do is send me a registration email. Let me know your YouTube name, your real name, and your shipping address. That way I know where to send your items and where to send your bill. Once you have registered, then you can bid. The way you bid in my chat is in numbers. That way I have a legal representation that you knew how much you were going to be billed on your invoice. Because you do have to be responsible and pay for absolutely everything you bid on. All sales are final. All items are as is and where is. The only time you can retract is during an auction. I do not cancel invoices at all, ever. You just simply have to pay for what you bid on. The methods of payment I accept are a choice of Zelle or PayPal. The shipping is with Pirate Ship. If you have any questions about registering, about billing, about shipping, y'all let me know. All of my shipping is calculated. So it is all about the weight of the package, the dimensions of the package, and the distance from my zip code to yours. I'm shipping from a suburb of New Orleans, Louisiana. That's why my channel name is Southern Belle NOLA. Pretty please go ahead and click the thumbs up for me. I am so delighted to say that when Melissa was co-hosting the snack sale, we got almost to 40 thumbs. We were at 35, and I'm Katie Marie here that y'all would do her the honor of getting us to 40 thumbs tonight. I think we can make it happen. I believe in y'all, don't you, Katie?
Woohoo! I bet we can do it.
I think so too. So y'all go ahead and kick us off with some thumbs. We'll be monitoring it all night. After all, a thumb doesn't cost a penny. It's just a kindness. All right, let's go to the top of the chat and we'll say some individual hellos and see what's going on with everybody. In first, Melissa McIntosh running the chat, making the list, checking it twice, and counting everything down. I so appreciate you running the chat, Melissa. Couldn't do it without you. Thank you.
Thanks for being in charge of the chat, Melissa. We appreciate you.
Next, here's our favorite teenager. If you have to step away and you're waiting on something, Shelby is a great person to say, Shelby, send me a little message if a butterfly item comes up, if a dragon item comes up, or if something with rose quartz comes up, or jade, or whatever it is you're looking for. Since she can't bid, she's got all the time in the world to send messages on Discord. So if you're looking for something, if you're waiting for something and you have to step away, have her send you a message. That's a great thing that Shelby can do to help out. Y'all know how great teenagers are with the technology.
Hi, Shelby. Thanks for watching. We're glad you're here.
Next, we have our King Ballerino, Craig Wolf. All hail King Craig.
Hi, Craig. Good to see you. Welcome in.
All right, scrolling. Here is CQ Kathy. Hi, CQ.
Hey, CQ. It's good to see you. Welcome in. Glad you're here.
And here's Melissa reminding all of y'all about the carryover for regular weekly buyers. And our bidding policies. Thank you so much, Melissa, for putting all that in the chat in extra time. Next, welcome to Laurie. I'm so glad you're here, Laurie Kutcher.
Hi, Lori. Good to see you. Welcome in. Thanks for watching.
All right, and I think I'm at the bottom. Hopefully, everybody has clicked the thumbs up since that's a free and easy way you can support me. Y'all let me know in the chat some of the things y'all are looking for tonight or you'd like me to bring up to auction. And I say, laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life, roll in your heart, roll in your soul. Roll on and on and on. And we're going to get started tonight with some fun, springy floral charms. Now, I say springy, but in reality, flowers are an all year round thing. There's just something in me that makes me think that they are springy. And already I think I see a mistake. Katie, do you think H and P are the same?
Yes, I was noticing that too. I think they are the same.
All right, let me adjust these. And I'll put something else on H. That way y'all aren't one less. How about a dragon? I'm going to have the most fabulous dragon brooch you have ever seen tonight. I wasn't initially planning to do brooches tonight, and I got this one brooch in the mail that I had ordered. Y'all have probably seen me show the oil slick charms before where they kind of look like they're changing color. I saved up and bought a brooch like that. It's going to be a little more expensive than the brooches I normally sell, but it is absolutely amazing. So that's one of the brand new items I'm going to be showing tonight during the auction. Even though I'm a small auction, I don't just keep re-showing the same things again and again and again until they sell. I still try to get a few new items here and there just to keep the inventory looking fun and fresh.
And that's exciting. You have something new coming in today, and we've already got our first bid.
Yay! Thank you so much, Melissa.
And there are doubles of a lot of these charms. So these are ready to go to make such sweet, cute earrings.
Anybody for $1.25? And if you're curious about what else we're going to have tonight in the show, we will also have some pendants and necklaces. I've got some of those articulated 3D printed cute little creatures. I've got some shame food. I've got some galvanized signs, some outdoor signs, garden flags, some toiletry type items, sunglasses, hair accessories, some bathroom towels. Hello, hello, Lily. I'm so glad you're
Hi,
here.
Lily. Welcome in. We're glad you're here.
Okay, and we are
All
sold
right.
to
Melissa would like letter O, one letter O, and she's done.
Okay, thank you, Melissa. And Melissa
That
writes that
means
down
we
as
are
a
now
0. It's on me.
That means we are now open to the chat. So I know there are a lot of people in Belle's chat that like to collect the charms, even if they don't make anything out of them. So if that's something you're interested in, put your order in the chat. And there's lots of different sizes too. Some larger flowers, some smaller flowers. So kind of something for everybody, depending on what you're looking for. And don't forget, Belle snuck a little dragon in there too. So not just flowers.
Also, I want to let you know if for some reason either you trust me to pick your charms for you, or if for some reason you want to pay only half the price, then we do have these little bags of mystery charms that I make. But they're not $1 each. No, no, no. You get 10 mystery charms for the low price of $5. But I do the picking. However, you do get to make one preferential ask. So, for instance, if you want all silver tones, you can ask for that. If you want all celestial theme, you can do that, or all animals, or all flowers. Maybe you want all pairs. Maybe you want all random. So you can make one request with every 10 pack. All right. Anybody else?
I'm not seeing any other interest in the chat yet.
All right. These are so hard to put away once I have to put back once I have scraped them to the side. So I kind of dilly dally on this round just in case somebody is lurking. But this is a great time to remind everybody to make sure you're on live chat, not that top chat that will deceive you into thinking that your own chat is at the top. Make sure the little red line at the bottom of the screen is pulled all the way forward as well. Okay, last call on these. I'm going to start putting these to the side. Y'all let me know what you'd like to see next.
Yes, and if we have other jewelry tonight or other charms tonight, don't forget Belle has cords available that you can buy to go with your items to make a necklace or gift a necklace. That's always an option too.
Okay, well, if y'all aren't into charms, let's go to something just totally different. Let me show you these towels. I show kitchen towels on the Sunday snack sale, but these are um, bathroom towels. Although some of the kitchen towels I sell are so plush, you really could use them for bathroom. Also, these are 2 packs of towels. So right here, 2 pack of towel, and they are beautiful zebras. I'm going to start the 2 pack at $7. $7. The 2 pack is identical. So they'll work for men or women or couples. Little pop of color in a white and black bathroom.
And I love how they have the zebra on them. That's so cool.
Thank you, thank you.
So that could be great if you have a safari bathroom, an animal bathroom, a zebra bathroom. These could go with a lot of different themes. And I love when they come in a pack of 2. So if you have 2 towel bars in your bathroom, you'll have one for each bar. You don't have to worry about finding a matching pack or a matching pair.
Absolutely. All right, last call on these then. This away. Okay, next let's look at some garden flags. Now, before I show the flags, if for some reason somebody doesn't have a garden flag stand, I do also have the garden flag stands available. So, and I love that this is the kind of stand you put together yourself. Here's the instructions. It comes in 3 pieces. You slide it together yourself. Super easy. And the garden stand is going to be just $5. And it's going to hold all the flags that I show you, plus flags for all the upcoming holidays. So if anybody needs the stand, $5. All right, now the actual flags themselves are going to be $3. All right, here is the first one. And this is what it looks like when it's all spread out. These are all new in package. Look at those gorgeous orange flowers. Next, maybe you prefer pink and purple. This is what this one looks like. And last but not least, I've got this one with the ladybugs. And it says welcome. All right, $3 for choice.
So pretty, and I love the ladybugs flag. That's so cute. And a
And
lot of
all
these
of that,
flags,
go ahead.
I was going to say, a lot of these flags can be used all summer long into fall time. So these are really easy, fun way to decorate all season.
Absolutely. I could totally see the orange flowers even working into fall. And all of these measure the standard flag measurement, which is 12 by 18. They're just kind of folded into this shape for this packaging. I'm about to move these and I'm going to show you a different flag. It's the same size, it's just folded long ways. All right, let me move these. All right, still $3. These are just the same size, they're just folded long ways. All right, we're going to call this one Bird because of this little birdie. Then we've got this pretty flower arrangement with the purple background. For those of y'all who like froggies, look at this cute froggy. This one says garden and has a wheelbarrow to it. Oops, I'm running out of room. Let me back up the camera. Okay, next I've got owls. For those of you who give a hoot, the owls say, "Welcome to my garden." This one has some pretty flowers, ladybugs, and a watering can. Looking for $3.
And even if you don't want to buy the stand, you could still buy the flag and hang it up by your door um, as a welcome sign to have.
Absolutely.
And we were just talking about fall into fall season. I think the flowers in the purple background could be great for fall, or the sunflowers could be great for fall as well.
And really, this pretty froggy, it's mostly yellow and green and red. That's going to work with fall as well. All right, last call on the flags then. All right, let me move these to the side. Okay, $2. I have a name brand, official, because you wouldn't want it to be unofficial, T-ball. So $2. Let's see if I can set this down here. All right, there we go.
I know we have lots of people with grandkids in the chat and in the group. So this could be fun if you have a T-ball stand already and you need some extra T-balls.
And we'll have another fun $1 round at the top of the hour. All right, any interest in the T-ball? All right, next $2. I've got a sign. This sign looks like a truck. It is made of a galvanized metal. Oops, I've got my camera turned on. Let me see if I can hang it up here so that y'all can see. And it's really a DIY project. So you could take your paint pen or marker and write what you want to on the back. Make it a sign that says the Williams, or make it a sign that says Rod's Man Cave, or whatever you want it to say. Plenty of room to write here, to write here. It could be Dad's Roll, Or it could be stay out of my garage, or you must be old enough to have a driver's license to be in this garage, or whatever you want it to say. So, fun DIY project, just $2.
I was thinking the same thing, that this would be cute as a DIY, or if you have someone that makes the vinyl stickers, they could put some vinyl stickers on there, maybe for the seasons in the back of the truck. Or I also thought this could be cute in maybe a little boy's room, as a decoration.
Yes, yes, yes.
And it's great. It already has the rope on it, so it's ready to hang. You don't have to worry about finding the cord for it. It's ready to hang as soon as you get it home.
Okay, I'll move this aside. I guess not a crafty audience. That's okay. I don't know much about technology. And I'm not going to embarrass Melissa, but we all have little times that we think we might have messed something up or we're worried about technology. And I had a box of these. Now, these are going to be different cords, but they're going to fit. Everything is as is. I don't know squat about technology, so I would just say read the box. And you need to know what you have. So, and I don't know what you have. So I'm going to show you the various types that I have. Ignore the store prices. I'm going to look at $4. So here's the first one. It says lightning to USB cable. This one says micro to USB cable. This one, micro to USB cable. For some reason, they were different original prices. Oh, I guess it has to do with the length. This one says USB-C to USB cable. And there may not necessarily be anybody who needs these, but I just had these sitting around, and sometimes it's a good thing to have some extras or spares because you never know when something unexpected is going to happen.
You guys, this is a great price to get another cord. I was just pricing one for my phone last week or so, and this is a awesome price to get a replacement cord for your phone or your device. And it's nice that they are a longer cord length. So if you're lying in bed or if you're on the couch, you'll have a nice long length to use your phone or your device if you're still charging it.
All right, last call on these.
Oh no, Melissa, I hope you're not speaking from experience. She says, like spill coffee on your charger. Oh no.
Melissa, do you want to tell her or you want to let me tell her?
Lady B is in for 4. Thank you, Lady B. Now we are looking for 425.
Hey, Lady B, here. Okay. Yesterday during the snack sale, I know that you had family plans and all. So Melissa was co-hosting, and Lisa in Adventure was running the channel. And what y'all may not know is Melissa drinks and drinks and drinks more and more and more coffee. I don't know how she does it, but that's how she keeps herself awake. And it's also just what she likes to drink. And somehow she spilled coffee And it went on her phone charger, her phone cord, her, all of her phone, stuff. So, therefore, she was trying to clean it up and be quiet about it while still talking and showing and selling the products, but she was freaking out, but not trying to stop the broadcast. And she was just having a time. She was so worried this
Oh
morning
no, Melissa.
that it might not work. And I'm like, "Do you have rice? Do you have rice?" And she's like, "That's in the movies." And I think that's for, it's not for chargers, not for cords. But she said it's still working. So she was all worried about having to go out and find another one. And what y'all don't know is Melissa lives rurally. I mean, really, really rurally, like driving an hour to get to a major town. So really, that's, 2 hours because you got to drive home again. So therefore, we were worried. So worried. All right, we're
Well,
at fair warning.
I'm glad everything seems to be working, Melissa. And I see that you have started to count this down. So we are sold to Lady B for $4.
Some of these I have multiples, some of these I do not.
All right. Lady B would like the USB-C to USB cable.
Okay. How many?
She says 1.
And did she want the 6 or the 10 foot?
Well, the 10-foot is a micro to USB, so that's going to
Okay.
be different.
I apologize. Here's the choices. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I'm
I thought I
sorry.
laid out one of each type. I might have goofed because they all look alike to me. I know they're not alike, but they all look alike.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then I didn't see you had different lengths.
I,
Um,
I may
so
not. You know what I did? I think I put two of the same here. You know how bad I am with putting two of the same. I think that's what I did. Are these two the same?
they are the same and they're both the same length. So
Okay.
Lady
I
B
meant to
says
put
she would
this one
like the
out.
10-foot.
Okay. All right. That would be this one. All
That's the
right.
one.
Anybody else?
Thank you, Lady B. Now we are open to chat. So if anyone else is interested, go ahead and put it in the chat.
And as usual, I'm so sorry if I goofed that up. I'm probably the only person who doesn't have a cell phone, so they just all look alike to me. All
You're
right.
doing
Anybody
great.
else? All right. Last call on these then. I always get so scared to sell technology or something I know nothing about. I feel the same way about crafts. I don't know squat about them. All right, let me move these aside. And in this case, I guess I'm going to show you some other gadgets and gizmo. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's its and what's its galore. No big deal. I want more. Okay, here are two more gadgets, and because I don't know squat, I'm just going to read the package to you. This one is apparently a gaming cable, and it says perfect length for power banks. So this is apparently how it works. Same prices on these. Nylon braided comfort charging, charge and sync, designed for performance and gaming. This one is Bluetooth. Don't ask me what that means, but people always make it sound like it's so great. It's an audio receiver with built in mic. So built-in microphone, wireless connection for car or home stereo.
All right, starting bid of $4. So you can use the audio receiver to Bluetooth your phone or your device to your car or your headphones. And then I'm not a gamer, but I guess the gaming cable is for your gaming devices to help power your gaming devices. But Belle told us that it was a nylon braided, and so that means the cord is going to be very thick and sturdy. So it's not going to have the plastic edging on the outside, so it won't tear as easy.
All right, any interest? This one was originally $10, it says. And that looks like it was the clearance price. All right, last call on these. Anytime you can buy from the replay. I am so happy to do that. Well, earlier we were talking about this fabulous new dragon pendant. I'm a dragon brooch that I got. And usually I start new brooches at 8, but this one's going to have to start at 10. This is the one I was telling you is like an oil spill. You'll see how the colors are all different in it. It's not discolored. This is just the way oil spill metals are made. And then let me turn it over to the front. This one's going to have to start at 10. This could easily work for a man or a woman. You'll see the purples and the blues and the golds and the gunmetal colors. It really looks like it's two dragons looking into each other's eyes. Maybe they're brothers, maybe they're spouses, maybe they're twins. But look at the fabulous texture of the metal.
That is really amazing. And you do have a little bling in the middle between the two dragons.
Yes. Before I ordered this, I had never seen a brooch made in the oil spill metal before. So I just thought this was so cutting edge and modern. Now, I know some people like brooches to be vintage and old, but I think it's important to also show y'all some new cutting edge items. And to me, with the dragon motif, it's got such a old world feeling just because of the mythical subject. And also, it's going to pick up the colors of what you're wearing or what you put it on.
And I definitely think you're right that this is for a man or a woman. Could definitely wear this.
Okay, but if there's no interest, most of the time I'm only able to sell items under $10 at my auction. So this may be something I have to save when I go on a bigger auction. I'd like to show y'all first. It just breaks my heart when I get those emails. You showed it on another channel before showing it to us. Is that just because they have more people? You should have showed it to your loyal viewers first. So those emails make me break my heart and feel so awful. So I try to show y'all things first, but usually it's a pass when I show y'all. But I really do try. I hope y'all can see that and y'all won't be upset with me. All right, next I want to show you something handy dandy. We sell a lot of charms here. Well, not today, but on other days we sell lots of charms, and we do, round after round of charms. And I thought, there might be somebody who needs some of these little craft pliers, because maybe you want to start making jewelry. Maybe you want to add a jump ring to those charms to make them into a necklace or a keychain. I'm going to start this pair of craft pliers at just $3.
This would be a
And
great addition to any of the charms that you've bought on the channel, or a keychain that you've bought on Belle's channel that you want to add a little charm to.
and they've got a comfort grip on the handles to help be non-skid and to save your hands. Also a great way to build some tensile dexterity.
Yes, I was just going to comment that they are comfort grip. So if you are pulling apart lots of little things, your hands aren't going to hurt as easily or as quickly because they are a rubberized grip, which is very nice.
Okay, well, let's move these aside. Next, I want to show you some of these very popular 3D articulated toys. And I bought these in a bunch of different colors because I just thought they were
Well,
so cute. Yes.
Riri is in for 3 for the pliers.
Okay. I'm so glad you're here,
Thank you,
Riri.
Riri.
I had no idea you were even watching. Everybody say hi to Riri. All right,
Hi,
we're
Riri.
sold
Thank
to
you for
Riri.
buying.
Thank you. All right, we're going to start these at $3 for choice. Now, if you haven't seen these before, let me show you how they work and how they are articulated. So here they are, and you will see that their tails move, but also their little heads move, their faces move. You can drape them over and around you. Um, each of the little joints move. They're great for fidgeting that way. And look at these little paws. They're just so cute. Even their little head is on the swivel. Look how cute. The head's on the swivel. So these are the colors I have them in.
The 3D printed animals are so popular right now with the younger kids. But even I think as adults, if you like to fidget or have something in your hands to play with, these are not something that's going to be noisy, not something that's going to be very distracting, but they're really fun. They're really neat to play with.
You
And
know what,
look at all the
Katie?
great colors that you can choose from.
Yes. But you know what? I think these might get lonely. You know, just like Barbie needed a friend to come over to her dream house. Eventually, she needed Ken to drive her around in her Barbie mobile. I think these little ones might need a friend. So let's do a buy more, save more on these. So if you want to buy in twos, each grouping of two, we can do for $4. $4 for a set of two. It's a
All right. And
great
I think you make a great point that it's always kind of fun to have two, that go together that can be friends. Or maybe you have two grandkids and one wants the purple and one wants the red. So everybody has their own color lizard that they want to play with. And they're not going to fight about which lizard is whose. Melissa is in for 4. Thank you, Melissa. Now that means we're looking for 425.
Oh,
Lori has a
that's
good
a
idea.
great idea. Let me grab a frame and let's see. Here's a frame. These frames are $3. Let's open it up and look at it. I love that idea. All right, let me grab one here. Get it all set up. It might be too big. Let me see. Might fit. Oh, it does fit. This is how beautifully they look in the frame. Or, you could always put it this way, like it's trying to crawl up from the frame. That might be even cuter. Do you like it crawling away or crawling towards?
That looks kind of cool, crawling out. That kind of makes it look like you caught it yourself.
It does. It does. Is what black? The frame or letter A?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was on mute. It looks like letter A might be black, Melissa.
Now,
Belle,
also, I
could you
do want
check?
to. Oh, go ahead. I just want to tell y'all that in the light, these colors look different. So, for instance, this one looks somewhat purple and somewhat blue. Some of them are a little more monochromatic. This one looks partially black, but partially kind of an army green to it. I don't know if y'all can kind of see the little bits of army green in it. That
Melissa, I
helps.
hope that helped. That kind of cleared up your question. So it did look black in the dark, but then closer to the light, it is like an army green kind of color.
Just depends how the light hits it. This one is similar, but not quite as dark. This one's more grayish tones.
All right, we are sold to Melissa. Congratulations, Melissa.
Some of these are one and done, and some of these I have multiples. Okay, Melissa, were you going for just letter A, or did you want to go for the 2 for 4 to save money?
Melissa would like letter C and letter H.
Okay, teal and the purpley blue. All right, let me grab those two.
And then she's done.
All right, so I think she wants these two.
And now that means we are open to chat. So if there's anyone else in chat that would like to buy a lizard or buy more and save, go ahead and put it in the chat.
Yep, not sold out of any color. Thank you, Melissa. Okay, last call on these then. Oh, wait, Laurie's in for 4.
All right. Lori would like one. Lori would like one letter D.
Okay, this is my only orange. All right.
And one letter H.
All right, grab another H. All right, and here's an H with the blues and purples. Thank you, Laurie.
And then Lori's done. Thank you, Lori. Anybody else in the chat?
All right, last call. I'm about to scrape him to the side. All right, let me move these then. Now, if some of y'all were thinking, that's cute, but it's just not big enough, I did get just one of the bigger ones. Let me show you the bigger one I got. This one's going to have to start at $6. All right, this one is, I think, 12 inches. Look at this dragon. It has so much movement in it. Amazing movement in this dragon. Here's the little paws. And look at this body.
Kitty's in for 6. Thank you, Kitty. Now we're looking for 625.
And just look how long it is. And once again, it's going to move, move, move.
Yes, I love all the movement choices you have with that. Just the way you could pose it on your desk or your table or just on your hand. That's so neat.
You can look at it, talk to it, help you make a list of pros and cons, figure out what to do. So glad you're here, Kitty. All right, anybody else? It's a one and done. There are no others. I didn't know if it would be popular, so I only bought one.
And these are so neat. Once you get those home, playing with them, holding in your hands, they're so neat. All right, Melissa is at fair warning. Kitty's already given him a name too. The lizard's name is Sam.
Sam. Why Sam? I feel like there's a story here. He packs Sam up into his little bag.
Bye, Sam.
Bye, Sam. Happy travels. You take a little rest before you get to Kitty and Mr. Terry. Okay, I think I've got time for one more product before we get to the top of the hour. You know, when Laurie first started watching me, she too used to name her purchases. I remember her first purchase, she named Boudreaux. I don't know if she still has Boudreaux, but I just love that. It like gives them a life of their own. All right, next we're going to start this pretty compact at $4. For some reason on screen, this is looking a little white. It's not, hopefully you can see, well, now you're seeing all shadow. Let's see if I can put it up here. It is lavender. It's lavender. And what I really like about it is it has both regular and magnifying to it. So I think that that is so helpful because sometimes you just need to see what your lips look like when you're putting on your makeup. But other times, if you think you have an eyelash in your eye, you need the magnifying in order to get it out. So $4, and it's a really pretty color, really pretty texture to it as well. Here's the back of it. Looking for $4. Any interest in the compact mirror? All right, we're going to pass on it then. It's time for our Belle's Bargain Bonanza. Let's try some different charms. Let me get out my grid here. There are any particular types of charms y'all would like? Y'all let me know. I just might have it. Oh, Boudreaux is a happy camper. Yay, I love that. All right, this is going to be Belle's Bargain Bonanza. So everything is going to start at just $1. Oh, I somehow lost Katie. Let me add her back in. I should have known it was
Thanks,
quiet.
Belle.
All right, let's start with some cute little ladybugs. Even though the previous ladybug items tonight didn't sell, let's look at some cute little ladybugs. Here's the first one. We'll put this one on R. And I do have two of these. Here's the classic red. And remember, you don't have to wait till I have all of them on the grid. Once you see one that's worthy, just go ahead and bid on it. Here's a fun little blue one. Green.
A ladybug for every color, you guys.
Yes, because all colors are beautiful. Here's a second green. Here is yellow. The yellow also has a duplicate. And here is orange. Okay, let's see what else we got. Here is a fun pineapple. That went on on J.
Kitty's in for $1. That means we're looking for $1.25.
Here is an owl. Here's a camera. Here is a sparkly starfish with kind of a tanzanite shade of blue rhinestones.
Love that color blue.
Here is an infinity symbol. Here is a galloping steed, stallion, horse in a silver tone, as well as in a gold tone. Here is an elephant, and if you flip it over, it is double-sided. So, um, looks good away, even if it gets turned around. I do have duplicates of the steeds. I do have duplicates of the elephant. Here is a cute little camping sign that says camp this way. Sweet little heart. Oh, here's the duplicate of the steed. Here's the duplicate of this steed. And then last but not least, here is this fun little bow. All right, there we go.
I think we've talked about before when we've seen the ladybugs how cute it would be to make a little charm bracelet with all the different rainbow colored ladybugs.
Absolutely. Anybody for $1.25, or is Kitty gonna steal this?
And of course, there are doubles of those, so you can always make earrings if you're wanting to make earrings with some of those doubles.
Well, if there's no further interest, let's go ahead and count it down. We'll see who wants what.
All right, Melissa has started counting this down. Going once, going twice. We're looking for $1.25. And we are sold to Kitty. Congratulations, Kitty.
See what we can get from Miss Kitty.
All right. Kitty would like letter B.
How many?
Kitty, if you would like more than one of letter B and letter C, could you let us know? Or if you just want one of each. I do know that Kitty would like
All
all
right,
the
she just wants
ladybugs,
one. Here's
but
one of
she
these.
says
Oh, okay.
if anybody wants anything of the other ladybugs, speak up. She doesn't mind. Kitty would like
All right, let me go
both
ahead and
of
start
letter
clearing the
B
lady.
and letter C.
Okay. All right. Let me get the ladybugs first.
And all the ladybugs. She says that she plans to make some earrings with them.
Oh, nice. Okay. And then in the earrings, here are two of the steeds in gold. And here's one in silver, and here's a second one in silver. So now you got a pair of this, so that everybody else too. All right. Is she still looking? I don't know if we mentioned to her or not. I know she sometimes only wants things in pairs. I do have multiples of this one, and which other ones?
And Kitty, if
And
you are
of the
done,
owls as well.
just go ahead and type done. I know Belle is still trying to put doubles out.
Yeah. And I do also have duplicates of the T symbol. Just in case any of those interested you. But no pressure, never any pressure.
Kitty, are you interested in any of the other ones with matches? I think that's what you're saying. Kitty says any with matches.
Okay, does she just want one set of each, or does she want multiples? For instance, kid, I'll use these as an example. I have multiples, so if you want multiple sets, I have multiple sets. Like there's 2, 4, 5, and multiples. Or you might think, hey, we're going to the beach this summer. This will be a fun little keepsake to make a pair for everybody. So I wanted to check with you. Oh, wait, I think we missed a message from Lady Braven. Let me go grab that cord while Kitty's deciding. I'll let Kitty watch the chat, and I'll look on the back of the box for you.
Kitty, was that a yes for multiple matches of each?
All right, let me break in with a little commercial announcement here. What it is I am looking for. Where is this part? Here's the back of the box. I'm not sure where it is that I'm looking for. Is this it? Type C cable?
Type C. I would stay right there. And then Lady B, are you able to see that and see if that works with your device? It looks like it's
Okay.
a USB-C possibly.
Okay. Meanwhile, back to Kitty. Thank you so much for letting me take just a second to show that to Lady B. You're so kind to let me do that. All right. Did we find out if Kitty needed or wanted anything else? Hello,
Kitty
hello,
says all
Lisa.
the horses.
Oh, all the remaining horses. Oh, all right. Let me count these
All
out for
the
Melissa.
horses.
So, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, not the camera. So we're adding 5 horses. Okay. I'm
4
so glad you're here,
stars.
Lisa. You did such a good job running the chat. 4 stars. All right, let me get those. All right, here's 4 sparkly stars.
And
Okay.
2 owls.
And 2 owls. I was expecting her to say the infinity signs. It just shows I can never pick. Here's 2 owls. All right. Fantastic.
And
Thank
now
you so
Kitty is done.
much.
And hi, Lisa. Welcome in. And Lady B would like that cord. So thank you, Lady B.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Putting it in the soul for Lady B. Thank you. All right. Anybody else? Oh, Lisa, I had the cutest 3D printed creatures earlier. You might want to pull your little line back to before the top of the hour. It just totally looked like something you or Evie or Mike might like. Oh, she's done.
And now we
Okay.
are open
Anybody else for
to chat if anybody would like any of the remaining charms. This is Belle's Bargain Bonanza, so everything is only $1.
Okay, let's go get it before I scrape it to the side. Although, even if I do scrape it side, Melissa can figure it out. So once again, what's left are owls, pineapples, stars, infinity symbols, which are in a bronze, a black bow, a golden heart with leaves, a sign, some beautiful elephants, a camera, and a pineapple. All right, let me move these to the side then. Well, since charms are now popular, let's get out the bigger grit. Okay, let's look at some plant charms first, because I feel like this is the time of year when we're all trying to grow and plant and get our flower beds going. Oh, I'm so glad. It's great timing. Yay. All right. First, I've got this. We'll put this on L. And it does have a twinsy.
So cute.
And pretty flower. Now, these are $2 because these are bigger and longer. Here it is in a red. I don't know if y'all can tell, but this one's magenta and this one's red. All right. Next, here's a taller, longer cactus, but it's a cactus with blooms. Another pretty little potted one. This one is similar, but the color of the pot's different. All right, this one has a twinsy. Here's a blush pink flower. This flower is white. This flower has a heart on the pot. So cute. All right, let's see what else we have. Here is a flamingo. And the flamingo have twinsies.
What a great choice for some summer earrings.
Yes, 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 yes. And then I've got just one little butterfly, but it does have its own lobster claw clasp. Those make it so convenient. And then last but not least, I'm going to put this blingy cross on there. It's got a heart in the center, and it also has the lobster claw clasp already attached. I'm not doing a great job of holding it where y'all can see it. So there it is. I'm going to put that one on A.
Even if you don't have a green thumb, but you like the idea of plants and the look of plants, these could make some really cute earrings or a necklace or a bracelet. And like I said, I think the flamingos could be great summer earrings. Earrings you wear by the pool for a pool day or a beach day. They're so fun.
Oh, Laurie. Okay, let's see. A blue and a purple. I will grab this real quick. All right, here we go. Thank you so much, Laurie.
All right, Kitty is in for 2. That means we are
Kitty's in for
looking for
2. Yay.
225. Thank you, Kitty. I think Kitty is going to be very busy making some jewelry.
You know, in these hot months of the year, I don't know about you, but I tend to just hibernate during the cool months of I just want to go places and do things. But, you know, even just driving from store to store, it's just like a terrarium in your car. You know, even with the air conditioning running, the scorching sun just beats through those windows. So I just prefer to hibernate at home, and this would give her something fun to do. I've
Absolutely,
been
I understand.
thinking, y'all are going to think that's crazy, about maybe starting a second channel for summer.
Oh. Lisa,
So I don't know
let
if
me go
that's going
back.
to happen, but
Kitty would like to know if you have more than one letter A.
even one letter A.
The blingy
Let
cross.
me check. There's a which I might have sold. I've sold so many of those lately. Let's see. Do I have more? Hmm. That might be my last one. I'm not seeing another one right now. I think I might have sold the rest of them along the way. I'm searching, but I don't think I do have another. And Kitty says, I hibernate during winter, summer, and don't forget fall.
All
Oh, I
right, we
tell you,
have
even just today, I got so tired running around from place to place. It was one of those things where I had to keep going home in between because I forgot something, or I had to send a message to somebody, or I had to get something. And I just got myself so exhausted.
I agree. It takes it out of you,
What were
and you have
you
humidity, so
saying?
I can't even imagine.
Yes, 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 yes. But it's only in the 90s right now. So, but the feels like temperature was 100.
All right,
All right,
we
we
are
are
sold to
sold.
Kitty.
Yeah, Lori, I was kind of thinking about it. Do you think that's a crazy idea? Do you want to hear what I'm thinking about, or you think I should just stick to the auction? Y'all let me know if you want to just talk about it. Because I haven't decided. Like I said, I'm just thinking about it, and the idea came to me a couple of weeks ago, and I'm thinking with my streaming service it might work. I haven't consulted Haley yet. Haven't consulted Melissa. I haven't consulted anybody really. So I probably shouldn't be talking about it until I've talked to the other people. But if y'all are interested, because I just thought I'm going to have extra time during the summer because of, my hibernation.
Kitty would like both letter K's.
Okay. Got it.
Both letter L.
Okay.
And both letter B.
Is that it? Did I get them all? Or
Um, did
was
you
she
get,
done?
you got two letter B's?
I guess not. All right. Let me grab those. I do have more of those. Let's see.
And she says if you come across another letter A, she will take that. She will take two.
Okay. Oh, I just have those flamingos. Where did I put them? I've just got so many charms. All right. Well, I'm just going to take the ones off the board. Maybe I didn't. All right. Here's these here. Okay. Now, do I finally have Kitty's order complete?
Kitty, did you want the one letter A or just if Belle finds a pair or a match? And then, Belle, if you have the lizards nearby, Lisa would like one dark green lizard.
Oh, she didn't want to buy more, save more? Okay. All right. Here's the dark green. Well, this is kind of the blue green. Did you mean the army green one with black? All right. Let me know if you meant the blue green one or the army green and black.
And Kitty says that one letter A is fine.
Okay. There we go. Well, I'll tell you what I'm thinking about since, we got a small crowd and it's just us tonight. I started watching this British guy, and he does what he calls all these reactions. Now, I think he knew that he must be going to the United States for a visit. So he started watching all of these videos where British people talk about the different words that they use, where British people show what happened when they visited New York City or Florida or Texas, when British people tried American foods. And so he started watching all of these, and he would talk about, well, when I go to America, I want to try this, but I'm not going to do that. I can't believe they do this, and I can't believe they do that. And I was sitting there thinking, we don't actually do that in America. Or I thought, that's not really the way it happens down south. Or I thought, maybe there might be some video in it where I watched videos and did like a live reaction where people are talking about the South, and then I can say, well, it didn't quite work that way. Or, yes, that's totally the way it is. When I went to this place, or I did that, or when I tried this food, or when I went to parades, or, and to give a Southerner's perspective on it for the things that are right, for the things that are kind of different, whether it's foreigners, whether it's travelers, whether it's other people who are in the South. I just thought it might be interesting, since I am Southern Belle and I have a Southern Belle channel, to not only have my live auctions, but perhaps to give a commentary of what is and is not real, what does and doesn't happen, and for the people watching as in the genre of reaction videos. That's what I was kind of thinking about, because then it gives me an excuse to watch videos. I just have to sit in front of the camera in a little, postage sign and react and talk while I'm watching videos. So it kind of gets me to watch videos with. Since I have nobody to watch TV or videos with, the audience could be that. That was my little idea. It's something fun to do for the summer. But of course, with recorded videos, they basically have to go viral to make you popular. It's not the same as, regular YouTube videos, because you're just reacting to videos that are already out there that people wonder, is that real? Is it really like that? All right. Sorry, I just got to talking. Anybody else for these?
Only $1.
And did we find out if Lisa wanted the blue green or she wanted the green black?
Lisa did not say. So, Lisa, I hope you were by your screen and you saw the lizard that Belle showed. I hope that's the right one.
Okay, last call on these charms. And it could be reactions to other things. It could be a southern person reacting to northern food. Because if y'all have seen me in OG's chat, I am always so surprised and stunned at some of the foods they get and make and eat in the north. Or it could be a southern person reacting to snow and how snow works, because they're always trying to explain this weird snow concept. It could be, reacting to animals they have up in the north that I've never seen. There's so much stuff I've never seen being stuck down south that, it might be interesting to see somebody else react to that in a fresh perspective. So, anyway, or people who just want to find out about the New Orleans culture and get ready for a visit. All right, well, let's change out the board. Sorry, I just got to talking. All right, I have some Hello Kitty charms. These are going to be $2 because they already have the lobster claw clasp on them. Oh, thank you, Lisa. That's sweet. So sweet. All right, here's the next one. If I accidentally put out any duplicates, Katie, let me know.
Okay.
Aw, this Hello Kitty is a mermaid. A mercat. Mercat?
What a great charm for the
This one
summertime.
this one does not have a lobster claw clasp, but it's a little bit bigger. Aw, she's in a flower. This one's in a flower also. This one's in a heart. Here's the next one. So cute. This one does not have a lobster claw clasp. It's a little larger. Look at that cute little red tutu. Here's one with little bunny ears. Oh, wait, is this one like this one? Oh, I think those two are the same. Okay. All right, let me add something
Yes, I
else.
think that's a
Last
duplicate.
here. Okay, thank you, Katie. I appreciate that. All right, let's see what else we have. Oh, let's add some cute little bees. This is love. This it's in
He's
a
giving everybody their own
and
warning. So if you're interested in the Hello Kitties,
oh, okay. And now, are these is one red and
they look, bless you, they look the same. It's hard to see because they're kind of in the
okay.
dark.
Let me.
Oh,
All right. Well, I
one
put
does
both
look
the black
magenta
and the
now.
blush on A as a choice, and I think one is red and one is magenta. So let me move the camera. Oh, yeah, I don't know that. So
And
y'all can see
Kitty's
them
in for
better now.
2, so now we're looking for 225.
Ready?
Belle, could I
And
see
still to
letter
come
C up
tonight, I'm
close,
going to have
please?
some shame. Oh, yes. To come tonight, I'm going to share some necklaces, some hygiene items, some pens and stationery. And I'm
Thank
always
you.
taking your request, as well as some garden decor.
And could I see the letter H up close, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Put your little red tutu. Okay.
And the ones that are on a lobster claw clasp are great because you can always clip them on a purse or on a zipper, and they're fun decoration.
Absolutely. Also nice to clip onto your wallet as well.
All right, Melissa has started to count this down. So we are going once, going twice.
Okay, there are no doubles except for the one on E. So I just want to let you know so that you're not disappointed.
And sold to Kitty for $2. Thank you, Kitty.
I can be assured getting doubles with my mystery charms. All you have to do is pay $5. Request be doubles. And I will choose things that are only doubles. Perfect for an earring maker. All right, let me get a little bag for Kitty and we'll see what she picks. And then y'all let me know what you'd like to do after pendants. If you'd like to see some necklaces, if you want to see some hygiene items. I've got sunglasses, I've got hair accessories, magazines, shame items, decor.
All right, Kitty is counting it down.
Okay,
So if someone wants to go first, they can go first. Before Kitty.
All right. So we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. What happened to 4, 3, 2, 1?
Nope, she skipped 4
All
and went
right.
right to 3.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. All right, Sean, let's pick it.
She says, clear the board.
Okay. So, Melissa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is what I count, Melissa, before I clear the board. All right. That's such a Laurie thing to do. I love that.
Congratulations, Kitty.
Woohoo! All right. Well, let's see what we have to put on the board then. All right. Let's look at some cute little kitties. So I've got this one right here. We're going to put that one on L. These are $2 for choice. Here's this one. A white one. A gray. Now this one looks kind of like this one, but the color. So I'm going to put them next to each other so y'all can kind of sort of see the difference. Here's the gray one. This one has a fleur delete on it. All right, next. These are very unique because I don't know if y'all can tell. Copper with enamel over it. That one on eye. Also copper with an on it.
And Belle, are we at
And
a
here's a
starting bid
third
of
one
2 for
that is
these ones?
copper. Yes, ma'am. All right, let's see what else. I need 2 more to fill the grid. All right, I've got this brand new fish one. It already has the bail on it. See, here's the bail. I'm gonna put this one on G. And then last but not least, here is one more kitty. It's a different shade. Okay, Melissa seems to be frozen. Lisa, are you still here? Lisa, picking Lisa.
Belle, I've typed our starting bid in the chat.
Okay, thank you so much. Lisa, if you could
And
just help
Kitty is
out
in.
until. Oh, thank you, Kitty.
I can go ahead and type till Melissa gets unfrozen.
Oh, thank you.
Kitty's in for
Thank you,
2.
Lisa.
That means we're looking for 225. I love those kitties. I think they're so cute. I've always loved those when you've had those, Belle.
Thank you.
And I think the enamel ones would look really pretty on a plain colored shirt, on like a dark colored shirt. I think they really would stand out.
So true. So true.
All right, Melissa has
Hey,
started to
any other
count this
inputs?
down.
All right, we're counting it down now.
Going once, going twice, and don't forget that Belle has cords available. So if you would want to make one of these the cords available to add to your order. Fair warning.
Yes, yes.
And sold to Kitty for $2. Congratulations, Kitty.
All right, let's see what she picks.
And if there's anything, any requests, anyone in the chat has, go ahead and put that in and let Belle know maybe what you'd like to see next.
And these are all one and done. There are no duplicates on this board right now.
All right. Kitty says she would like letter A. letter G,
Okay.
and letter L. Or Kitty, is that, or I'm sorry, that's an I. No
Oh,
letter L, letter I.
all right.
And then Kitty is done.
Okay. All right.
So
We're
now
open to
we
the
are open
chat now.
to the chat. If there's anybody in chat that would like a cute kitty to take home, they are open for adoption.
Yes, they are. All right. Last call on these then.
Ash Lily would like one letter H.
Okay. Cute little turtle.
And she's
Oh, do you like
done.
turtles?
Thanks.
If you like turtles, let me know and I'll show some little $1 ones at the top of that.
And yeah, yes, Kitty, you're right. These kitties are potty trained. So no litter box, no mess.
Oh, and no allergies. All right, last columns. Okay, next, let me get out a bigger grid. All right, these are going to be $3. And these are so special, so high quality, and so fancy. I can't wait to show y'all these. I had something similar once, but it was a little bit different. All right, behold. Look how fancy and fabulous these ladies are in their long dresses, their hats, their long flowing hair. Boy, if I were going to a garden party, I'd hope I looked this good. The problem is in the South, when you have a garden party, your hair might start this way, but then it just straightens out and goes flat. Not to mention, you start sweating on it. So while we might look this way when we walk in, after an hour, we don't quite look this good. But these are going to be $3. So there's the blush pink. This one's red. This one is black. And this one's white. Actually, I'm going to put the white next to the blush pink so that you can see their color differences. They're very small differences. And I know y'all are going to say, well, how many do you have of which one? All right, so of the red, they gave me 4. Of the white, I only have 2. And of the blush pink, I got 3 in the set that I bought. And I only have 1 in the black gown. So looking for $3 starting bid. What a great gift for you and your gal pals.
How glamorous.
Oh, let's see. Ashley's got a whole zoo list here. Okay. I love piggies, otters, orcas. Now, if it's in an orca, a whale, a porpoise, I never know when I'm looking at an orca. Raccoons, rats. Oh, really? Pandas. And today I can add to it what I remember. Oh, yeah, seahorses. Okay, well, at the top of the hour, I have some turtle charms that I'll put out on the dollar board then. I'm glad to know. And then hopefully Melissa will jot down that little list so we can keep looking for more of those.
I think these could make a great keychain, maybe as a gift for you and your gal pal or two sisters.
Oh, I have two open spots. I should have put something on those. All right, let me add these. These are super fancy. They have gemstone chips on the tree of life. And not only do they have a bale, it is a barrel bale on it. Look at the super fancy gemstones. Hopefully y'all can. Put this one on D. I'm going to put this one on A. They're all slightly different because anytime you're dealing with gemstones, they're slightly different. This one's rose quartz. And here's a third one, which I know isn't going to fit perfectly on the grid. This one's clear quartz. So there's 3 tree of life with the gemstones on them.
Those would look so pretty on a long chain. Melissa's in for 3.
Yes.
Thanks, Melissa. Aw, I'm so sorry, Kitty. That's so sad.
Aww.
Now we are looking for 325 if anyone is interested in some beautiful larger charms. And Melissa has started counting this
And
down.
it seemed like at the last auction, everybody was requesting shame items, and tonight I don't think we had a single shame request. So weird. Sometimes we're all about the what a shame items, and other times, nah.
I think we've had some people that requested them that have not shown up in chat tonight. So maybe if you see somebody that's not here tonight, go ahead and shout them out and let them know.
Okay, the rose. All right, sold. All right, any else? I guess y'all don't like my little southern bells. Oh, sniff. Okay, well, thought I'd try them out. All right, let me gather them all up. They're probably hot and tired and want to change into some comfy sweatpants anyway.
Is it too late for a glass of sweet tea to sit on the porch?
I don't think it is. Although at my house, you're going to get lemonade instead of tea because I'm just not a tea drinker, but I know a lot of people are. There's this fun line in Steel Magnolias that says, iced tea is the house wine of the South.
I do like some sweet tea.
All right, I'm a couple of minutes early, but I'm going to go ahead and start. Because you know what? Sometimes I'm a couple of minutes late. So we're going to go ahead and have the $1 Bells Bargain Bonanza round. So I'm all excited to show these turtles. Two turtles. All right, here is the first one, pretty in pink. And here's her twinsy. Here is this pretty one. This one, L. This one looks kind of like that fancy British blue and white china to me. Put this one on F. blue and pink. And I think this is its twinsy. Kind of a gray and black
Hi,
animal
Janice.
print.
Good to see you. Welcome in.
Hi, Janice. Oh, I think this one's twinsies with this one. Now, I don't think that, I think it's a different kind of an animal print. But if I'm wrong, Katie, you let me know. Is this one's twinsies? I think they must be, they all seem to have a twinsy. Let me put them together. Let me lower the camera. Twinsies or not twinsies?
I don't think so. I think the one on the left is more of a white and black or a white and gray. And I think the one on
Okay.
the right. Oh, Janice, we were just talking about shame products.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Next. How about a little bit of fashion? Oh, I got a duck.
Kitty's in for
There's a duck.
one. Thank you, Kitty. Now we're looking for 125.
Here's a shoe. Oh, that reminds me, we're missing Diane. Diane usually likes the shoes. Here's a white ducky. Here's a red shoe. Here is a lipstick. Here's a pink lipstick. Here's a lipstick with a little heart on the bottom. Here is a pretty hat with some pearls. A red hat with some pearls. I gotta put the red hat next to the red shoes. It just looks better that way. All right, here's the white hat with some pearls and a little bow. And here is a black and red hat. All right, there we go.
They have to go together. They match.
Mm-hmm.
Kitty, you are too funny
All right,
tonight.
Kitty's in for, what did she say?
She says there are lots of
There are
shameless
lots of
items
shameful.
because I am shamelessly buying all the charms.
Kitty does have a great sense of humor. That was one of the first things I noticed about her, and one of many great reasons that we've become friends. But also, she has such a sweetheart and will stop and pray for you even in messages, and I adore that. So I can always use support and prayers, and Kitty is great at that. All right, we're going once.
We are going twice. Melissa has started counting this down. We're only looking for $1.25 if you're interested. And sold to Kitty for $1. Congratulations, Kitty.
And I have a feeling she's going to ask about duplicates. So the duplicates are around the outside of the board. All the duplicates I have shown you, no secret duplicates. And I tell you what, after this round of charms, we'll start showing some shame products. We'll say what a shame, and then I'll show you what shame is. We have both some what a shame food and some what a shame other items.
Kitty says that she would like all the turtles.
Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Thank you, thank you. All right. Anybody for ducks, shoes, lipstick, hats? I got all the girly girl stuff left. Where's my girly girls? Oh wait, they were passed
Shelby,
on at the
welcome back.
$3
That
mark.
was nice of you to help your dad clean his office.
Oh, nice. But if the girly girl stuff at the $3 mark just wasn't your right price point, you might enjoy these at just $1.
And even if J and P aren't exact matches, I still think they could make a fun pair of earrings since they're kind of in an opposite colorway.
Absolutely. Or the two different shades of lipstick, the two different shades of hats, the two different shades of ducks. All right, last call on these. Then I'll move them aside and we'll get to some shame. All right. Here is the first shame item I got from my liquidator. I'm thinking it was a scratch and dent. Maybe it was a return to whatever store had it. I don't know. It says Easy Home Multifunction 2-in-Water Shower System Chrome. And look at this fancy shower head. Also, you can look in here and it's open. So let me just look this way. And you can see here's all the cording for it. Here's all the instructions here. And it shows that you can get rain massage. You can get rain and massage. You can get sauna. You can get rain and sauna. So I can only imagine how expensive this was. I'm going to start it at $2. I figure for all the the coils and the shower head, it's got to be worth at least $2, even though it's open, especially since it has all the instructions in it.
That's an awesome price for only $2. Melissa's in for 2. That means we need 225. And I love when you can take the shower head off and you could use it to get on your back or your lower legs or your feet without really having to, bend and move around in the shower. All the shower head does it for you.
So nice. And with that nice long coil, you'll be able to move it around a lot. It might even be good if you have a payette and you need to move the shower nozzle around to get to, the hind portion or the underneath portion of that dog that you're, grooming or decided to roll around in the mud. So that might be a good use of this long coil too to get around the nooks and crannies. Fido.
That's a great
Wait, do
idea.
animals have nooks and crannies? Maybe they don't have nooks and crannies. I don't really understand how animals work. They're
All
awful
right,
cute.
Melissa has has started to count this down, and it is sold. Congratulations, Melissa.
Okay, thank you, Melissa, for taking this off my hands. It's no longer what a shame. It's congratulations, Melissa. All right, let's look at some food items. All right, first I've got Transformers. This is a chocolate crunch cereal. It has added vitamins to it. It is oil free. There are no artificial colors. It is a wheat cereal with cocoa powder and added vitamins. The date on this was the 22nd, right here. Even tells you, oddly enough, when it was made, as well as what the Best By date was. It's interesting how far apart the production date and the Best By date is. So it was 8 days ago. 8 days. Well, you should have told me. I would have just sent it to you instead of taking all the time to show it and sell it. I wish you'd just told me. All right. Anybody for the cereal? We're gonna start it at just $1.
I think someone who's had the cereal has been in chat and said that it's really good, and maybe it was even you, too, Belle.
It it was me. I have to tell you, my supply of this is dwindling just because when I run out of food, or I run out of food that's ready that I don't have to like stop and boil water, pasta to something complicated. I will just open this and just eat it, even without milk. It is still delicious and crunchy and so rich in flavor. And I love that it has the vitamin fluency about it. All right, Kitty started us off at 1. Jess is at 2. Looking for 225. Anybody for 225? Otherwise, Melissa's going to start counting this down. 8 days, y'all. 8 days. All right, let's go ahead and count this down, Melissa. In or out? I figured with the power bid she was out, but let's confirm. Kitty, are you in or out? Oh no, I think I lost Katie. Okay, Kitty's out. Let's finish counting this down. We'll see how many Janice wants. Oh, Katie's back. Her back in.
All right, fair warning and sold to Janice. Thank you, Janice.
Well, did I have
Janice would like
Kitty?
1, please.
Okay. Here's 1 for Janice. Thank you, thank you. All right, anybody else?
Kitty, would you like any more of the cereal? Kitty would like 2 cereal, please.
All right. All right. Here's 1, 2 for Kitty.
And that means we're open to chat.
Um,
So if anyone else in chat would like one.
all right. I've got 4 left, and that's it. Just 4. And it's been discontinued, so they won't be making it anymore. So when it sells out, that's it. Okay, last call. All right, let's pass on this one. Well, not pass, but move it aside. All right, next I have Kringle corn. This has peppermint, drizzled popcorn, and the date on this one was the 21st. So it was nights ago, not days ago. Anybody for peppermint drizzled popcorn? And I'm going to dox myself right now because I only have 2. Only have 2, and I won't be able more. So get it now while you can. Get it while it's hot. Get it while it's hot. This is it. Peppermint drizzled popcorn.
Yum, yum. It's one of those snacks that's salty and sweet at the same time.
Yes, ma'am. This is that long. I'm sure there are things that y'all have bought and and 9 days has passed and you didn't realize. And by the time you grabbed it from your pantry, you're like, oh, I forgot I had this.
Kitty's in for one. Thank you, Kitty. That means we're looking for $1.25. And Melissa has
I'm kind
started
of surprised
counting this
Janice isn't
downs.
in on this. Okay, going once. Usually Janice is in for all the peppermint stuff. Maybe she stepped away.
Fair warning. And we're sold to Kitty. Congratulations, Kitty.
Okay, you're gonna take both so I don't have to show it again? Take both, take both, take both. No,
She said she'd like both,
one or both.
please.
No, no. Okay, thank you, thank you. I shouldn't have pressured you. But Kitty and I really got friends. All right, this next one has a different type of shame. I messed up the box, and so what I did was I opened the box, threw the box away, and I took it out of the box. These are fancy, delicious cookies. They are still in date, but the box looked awful. So I discarded the box, and these are in date. They are sealed. We're going to start these at $1. These are short cookies.
Shortbread cookies are always a yummy treat. Janice is in for one.
Looking for 125.
And I always think shortbread cookies are great to have with the tea, the coffee, the hot chocolate. That's a great cookie to have with your drinks.
Absolutely. I only have the one. Box wasn't broken. I would have, sold it for $3. So these are also great to spread the back peanut butter, spread the back with Nutella. You could totally spread something on the bottom of these because the bottom's flat. This is the bottom, but they're pretty enough to use them even for a little tea party. All right, we're sold to Janice for only $1. All right, thank you, Janice.
Congratulations, Janice.
Okay, next I've got beverages. All right, I think these are great for summer because in summer, I don't know about y'all, but I buy water by the case and I love to just add a little flavoring to the water. However, I did not look at the date when I got these. So these were from the 16th. So it's been 2 weeks, but remember, we're buying powdered drink liquid. And this one is from the 24th. So it is 6 days, not even a week. So it started out at $1. I also think these
And
are
I
super
love
handy to carry around in your purse. Because if you're out and about, most places will give you a free cup of water, at fast food, and you can just flavor your water with one of these from your purse.
I was just gonna say that, Belle. You beat me to it.
Oh,
These are
oh,
individually
sorry.
packed, so you're right. They're great to stick in a purse, in a workout bag, or in a backpack, a lunchbox, to add a little flavor to your water. Or sometimes when you just need a little pick me up, you need a little sugar. These are kind of great option as well. Oh, but they say sugar free, so maybe not. But maybe a little something sweet besides just water.
Sorry about them being sugar free, but maybe there's somebody who leads a sugar free lifestyle in the chat.
Mm,
We're close to those people who might be looking for sugar free.
yes, absolutely.
One of the other things I liked about these is that the drink mixes only have 6 or 8 in them. I like that this had 10 sticks in each one.
That's a great price for $1. I've
All
seen
right,
some
well,
kids in my
last call
neighborhood
on.
when they've done lemonade stands is have the drink mixes out that you can pick and add to your water. So if you're having a lemonade
Uh-huh.
stand with somebody in your neighborhood or grandkids this summer, this could be kind of a fun way to change things up.
Oh, I like that. All right, well, I'll move these to the side. I may be drinking those myself, even though I too prefer the sugar. Next, let's go hearty. I've got scalloped potatoes in a creamy sauce. Box is so I need to back up. All right, scalloped potatoes. We'll start with these in a buck. Oh, I wouldn't add sugar because it's already super sweet from the preservatives. I just don't like those chemicals that are in it that give the sweet taste instead of sugar. I'm just but they already taste plenty sweet. I've had them before and I think they're delicious. I'm just always worried about the chemicals. I prefer the cane sugar just because I live in a sugar cane region. So I feel like I'm supporting the locals. Welcome in, Nancy. I'm here. All right. Anybody for the delicious scalloped and a creamy sauce? This is our last food shame item, although I do have a couple of other what a shame items. This is something I almost made off, but you have to take the time to bake. And then you have to wash the pan. So you got to have it's one of those things you have to make on a non-auction day. All right, well, I will pass on this if there's no interest on this either. All right, here's the next item. One of these three pens is gone. So I'm going to start the two that are left, the red and the blue, at just $1.
Hi, Nancy.
And
Welcome
then
in.
I think I've got one more safe item after this, and then we'll get back to the regular auction. We're so glad you're here. All right, similar for 2 out of 3 pens that were originally in this set. Anybody feel like 2 out of 3 pens? Okay, last call on these then. All right, let me show you the shame item. It's kind of a DIY shame item because I think some of y'all have the skills to fix it. Now, originally, it was a sun catcher. Originally, it was a sun catcher. The problem is it broke in half. So this is the bottom. You've got this fabulous prismatic jewel right here. And here's all of the beading and this cute little prismatic star. So that's half of it. And then the other is this is the holder. This is the long chain. Then here's another prismatic stone. Here's like a planet, and here's another prismatic stone. So you can even see right here is the jump ring that holds this and this together. So it takes somebody with a steady hand to use their little jewelry pliers to open up this little jump ring and attach it back here. So I'm going to start this at $2. Now, normally I sell these when they're not broken for 5, 6, 7, depending on the length and the type. But I'm going to start this one at 2 because you're going to have to open up this little jump ring right here and put this part back on. So let me lay it out for you. and we'll see who has those skills. So there it is.
And
This is where it's lacking.
and Belle just sold some jewelry pliers earlier, so if you're interested in fixing this, she has the tools if you don't. And
Yes,
Riri's in
yes,
for
I
two.
do.
Thank you, Riri.
People are bidding on this. You go ahead and sell it. They want to see next. I need to step away for just a minute.
All right. Riri is in for two. That means we're looking for 225. And I see that Melissa has started to count this down. So going once, going twice, and fair warning, we are still looking for 225. And sold to Riri. Congratulations, Riri. Ding, 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 ding. I hope you can fix that sweet sun catcher, Riri.
Okay, sorry about that. Do we get this sold?
Yes, we are sold to Riri.
Okay, fantastic.
Good night, Lily. Thank you for coming by.
Good night, Lily. Now, I'm trying to remember if it was Riri or somebody else. It might have been somebody else. If I'm remembering, apologies. But I had some galvanized signs, and they were in a mystery bag, and I ran out. And everybody was wanting the flower one. This is not the same flower shape. It's a different flower shape. I'm not sure if Riri was the person that um, ran out, but I want to offer this to her and everybody else. $2 starting bid. So it's a different flower shape, but I think it's pretty, and there's probably so much you could do with because we had the fun truck earlier.
Yes, I think this would look great with some paint pen writing on it, a name, a welcome, a spring sign, a summer sign.
And you might could even put some decals or stickers on it. You might could even glue some junk jewelry on it. Oh, look, Riri has a fixer person. I love that. It was that way. Well, then keep tuning in for my what a shame items, but because it seems like I always have things that I'll fix into it.
All right, Kitty's in for two. Thank you, Kitty. That means we're looking for 225.
Another thing I think would be super, my late mother rather than using name cards on people, because she'd always say, "Oh, that might blow away the air conditioning, the fan," or when we dine outside, she would put name cards on a sign. Like she'd put her name and then she'd hang it on the back of the chair, and also something people could take home as a little remembrance from her ring. So she would have totally used this for a garden
That's very
party.
sweet. Kitty says she puts them out by the mailbox with a notepad that has a magnet on the back for notes.
Oh, I love that idea. I didn't think about
Oh
them
yeah, I
being
mean that is
magnetic,
it.
but I guess they were.
I was just going to say that. They're magnetic too, so you can use them as a magnet board.
That's fantastic.
And we are sold to Kitty, so congratulations, Kitty.
Okay, now the question, how many do you want? We're getting these for just you, for all the houses in the block, for the handle of everybody's door in your household. So we have those do not disturbs, sleeping late, studying for my nursing exam, late night on YouTube. They're great to hang from a doorknob, even inside. So let me know how many you want. This time, I think I have enough to not run out, even if y'all get a bunch. Because I especially thought this shape was so cute. Although the shape with the truck that we had earlier for guys was nice in its own right.
Kitty says she'd like two, please.
Okay, fantastic. Here are two for Kitty. Okay. All right, let's see who else might want some of these.
And we are open to chat, so if anyone else in the chat would like a flower sign, go ahead and let us know. I think the last Monday auction you had some garden signs, and I think this could be cute as a sign in the garden, Belle's garden or Katie's garden to kind of add a little decoration outside.
Oh, that's true. I love that. All right, last call on this. Well, that reminded me of something else. I now have a bigger sign, a huge sign. Maybe this is not as big as you need. I have a large sign. This one's going to be $5. Let me back up my camera. I apparently didn't hang it right. It has both a hanger here and the metal chain kind of jewelry type hanger. Let me get out my ruler so I can show y'all how big this is. Oh no, where did my ruler go? Oh, here it is. All right, here is my ruler, so you can see it is way, way, way bigger than the ruler, which is why it's $5. If I turn the ruler this way, you can see it's a good ruler length this way. I only have one of these.
Starting bid of only $5.
All right, last call on these. right, let's move this one aside. Let me show you some other cute signs I have. I can show them down here. This one says welcome, and it has a pretty pink butterfly.
For all our
If you
butterfly
like that,
lovers.
yes. If you like that, but those just aren't your colors, well, I've got these colors as well. So these are going to be $3 starting bid for choice.
That pink and blue sign seems so springy, so summery. I think that would make such a nice pop of color by someone's door or someone's porch.
Absolutely. And with the monarch butterflies, so many people like the tone on tone, or guys like butterflies as well. So for those who love neutrals, love the monarchs, or maybe just for a guy, or even a his and hers.
Or I'm thinking maybe like Kitty, maybe you want to put this out by a mailbox or a fence to really welcome someone into your house.
Absolutely. It could be one of those things where when we have the welcome sign out, you just stop by anytime. You don't have anything to do or you're passing by. But if we don't have the welcome sign out, we might not just be feeling well that day. So I don't know if y'all do that where y'all live, but down south, we often have little signs or symbols we'll give people because when you're passing by somebody's house down south that they'll say, oh, just stop by anytime, or don't drive by without stopping in to say hey. And, sometimes you're too busy. But other times, especially when people get older, you start wondering, well, are they really up for company today? So my parents and a lot of other people of their generation started having one signature item, and my mother would say, now you go hang that on the mailbox, or you go hang that on the front door so that people will stop by and know I'm up for company today. And I always just thought that works so well to let people know when company.
I think this could be fun if you're having a summer party or you have lots of people that are visiting for vacations this summer. Just have a little special sign out to let them know that they're welcome.
Absolutely. This seems like the kind of thing Jane and Nancy would use all year. All right, we will pass on these if there is no interest. And I love that these were two-tier signs as well. You had both the welcome and then the butterfly hanging underneath that. It was articulated in that way. All right, well, maybe you would like something that is not only a cute sign, but moves. This one starts out with a lovely blue flower, but the bottom twists and turns. I just love that aspect of it. It just twists and turns in the wind. Obviously, that's not going to happen here inside. If blue just isn't your favorite color, I also have this in the warm colors of the pinks, the reds, the golds. And once again, this one's going to move down here like so. So these are
Hi,
going to be
Tina. Welcome
gorgeous.
in.
Hi, Tina. I'm so glad you're here. We've been missing you. I was hoping you'd be able to pop in tonight. Did you ever make it home? Let's see. Hello, I'm finally through with the day. Ha ha ha. To our destination. Woohoo! It was 100 degrees here today. Oh, so hot. So hot. Especially in an RV. Well, I'm so glad you can finally relax, put your feet up, spend some time with your friends, and me, and Kate, and Melissa, and everybody in the
I
chat.
love I love the swirls on the bottom of these. It's such kind of a nice pattern, or the colors kind of fade into one another.
Absolutely. And the wind is just going to twist them and turn them. So if you're a person that likes to look out your window at them or sit on the porch and just watch them and twirl, there you go.
I agree. And Melissa
Now,
is
I
in
have to
for
tell
four
you,
things.
uh, mhm. Now, I do have to tell you, if you're a matchy person, and my mom was this way, she'd be like, if we have it on one side of the porch, we have to have it on another. Just like, lamps, you have to have matching lamps on either side of the sofa. So I'll let you know that I have two of the butterfly and only one of the flower. So if you're a person that needs two, go for the butterfly.
All right, Melissa has started to count this down.
Good, good.
Going once, going twice. Fair warning.
Oh,
We are,
Tina says, there's create Zen.
and who couldn't use a little more zen in their life?
Fifty
Nancy,
minutes, top of the
that
hour,
was the
where
word
we'll
I
have another dollar round.
that was the
Ombre,
word I was
yes.
looking for.
Thank you, Nancy.
All right, we are sold to
Appreciate you,
Melissa.
Nancy.
Congratulations, Melissa.
And of course, she takes the blue one. Imagine that. Okay. Thank you, Melissa. All right. Anybody for the beautiful butterfly one? Let me show you the pretty yellows, pinks, reds. Show you the beautiful part that's going to turn and spin. Look how great it does. Better in the wind.
That's a great use for it, Melissa. Melissa says she's going to put it in her garden on a shepherd's hook.
Oh, I love that. All right, let's call on this one. And remember, I have two ones. Okay, next I have a three-piece set. It is black metal, so it could work for men, it could work for women. It is the toenail clippers, the fingernail clippers, and those really hard to find angular clippers. So I'm going to start this whole set at $6. And if you wanted to, you could even, say you get this one and you get this one and you get this one. But I think they're all great to use for different things. I wouldn't want the big toenail clippers to try uh, to cut my fingernails or a hangnail with it. Likewise, I wouldn't want to try the small ones on my big giant. And I'll tell you, when a nail is splitting, to be able to get the angular ones, so they'll have some nail left without cutting the whole thing, but I can just trim up around where it's splitting. I also like the angular ones when I'm trying to get in between the toes as well. All right. Any interest? And these are a heavy duty set as well. This could be for a guy with a black styling to it. There's some men that need nails for sure. Could be a Father's Day gift. Grooming gifts are always great for men on Father's Day.
And sometimes guys just don't think about those type of things, so it's nice as a way to, I'm thinking of you, but you might want to think about your toenails.
Let's do a
And it
price
looks
drop on this. I'll price drop this to $5. $5.
and it looks like the handles have kind of like a grippy on them, so it's going to make it easy to hold if you need to turn your clippers a little bit.
Great point. All right, Melissa, let's lower the price to $5. First person that puts a 5 in gets it. It's a one and done. I got this at my local liquidator, so I won't be able to get more of these. So get it while you can. All right, last call on this one. We may be passing. Okay, we will pass on that then. All right. Next, let's look at some hair accessories. Let me get out the grid. All right. These are not the monster clips where you put your entire hair up. These are the sparkly jewelry type clips that you just pull back the top or the sides so that it's not hanging in your face. And metal, not plastic. And this one is covered with demure pearls. So if you have thin, fine hair like I do, that you just want to pull some of the front back, but still leave the sides and the back down. I love these. So that one's going to be on H. Here's the next one. It is blingy with two pearls. Looks kind of like the ichthus symbol, the fish symbol of Christian faith.
I was
I'm going to
thinking
put
about
this one
that when
on
I saw it
T.
too.
Yeah. Also has pearls and they're pretty on both sides and it has kind of a heart at the top. Here is the next one. It's like blingy flowers. Once again, they're all reversible. This one looks like a little peacock. Look at those gorgeous plumes. Remember, we're looking at $2 starting good. This one on F. Oh, this one's the same as this. I guess I have two of that one. Well, if you wanted to have one on either side, kind of like barrettes, that would work well for it. Oh, I have two of this one. All right. Let's see what else I have for this board. All right, I've got this pretty dragonfly. This one's in a gold tone. It's technically on a bobby pin. Put this one on B. Oh, and I do also have this one a silver tone as well, so it will be for boys. All right, then I have some butterflies. Look at these butterflies. butterflies are. And it's going to be choice of color on the butterflies.
The butterflies would be great maybe if you don't want the bling, but you still want a little bit of decoration in your hair.
Absolutely. They do have some sparkle to them. All right, so there are the butterfly choices. Anybody for $2 for any of these?
Belle mentioned that these would be good for people with thinner hair, but I think for people that also have short hair who may not be able to twist their hair in a bun or in a fancy updo, these can add a little sparkle, a little decoration to your hair without being able to twist it back.
That is a great point. You know, so many people at some point in their life think that bangs are a great idea. And for some people, they are a great idea. But then after a while, you get tired of your bangs and you want to let them grow out. But it's so hard to keep them out of your eyes when they are growing out. So these little clips, especially these, let me show you the back of these. These have a little alligator clip. These are great if you were letting your bangs grow out because it's a small clip on them.
That's a great idea. And I know that a lot of people cut their hair shorter in the summer just because it is too hot. So as you're waiting for your hair to grow out, but you still want a little decoration, these would be great.
Well, since I have so many choices, I tell you what, let's do a buy more, save more. If anybody wants to buy two, let's sell them at two for $3. Anybody want two for $3? I'll give Melissa a minute to put it in the before I move all these to the side. Enter. Last call on these. And we're getting close to the top of the hour.
That means it's almost time for Belle's Bargain Bonanza, where everything's starting for only $1.
Do y'all have any requests? Otherwise, I'm just going to pick something.
Let Belle sell what you want to see or what you need at your house.
Well, at the last auction, little notebooks were requested, and I could not put my hands on them at that minute. I'm like, where did they go? Where did they go? And I found two different types. I found both some with Bible verses on them and some with the Sanrio on them. So I debated which ones to have tonight, but I'm going to show the Sanrio ones. If y'all prefer to see the Bible verse ones, then I'm more than glad to swap out. All right, these are going to be $1 for Next Belle's Bargain Bonanza. And look at this little cutie drinking some boba tea. I don't know why it's not a cinnamon mocha latte. That seems like it would be a little bit more appropriate, but okay. Then next, oh, she's got a little something in her eye. Bless her heart. Now, remember, these are $1 because they're not super thick. The pages are lined. Here are the pages. There's room for the date as well. I love that they're shaped. They're not square, they're shaped. So, looking for $1 starting bid. Sweet little Hello Kitty with strawberry. I don't know if our kitty is still here, but you never know. You might need a little kitty notebook to go with your Hello Kitty charm. I bet you probably find a way to attach the charm. What do you think, Katie?
Yes, I think so, for sure.
She might can even punch a hole and attach the lobster claw clasp so that it has a little dangle. Wouldn't it be so cute to have a little lobster claw clasp dangling with her Hello Kitty charm from earlier?
That would be cute. What a great idea. And Kitty is so creative. I bet she could.
I don't know if Kitty's still here. Shout out to Kitty. Terry, can you start Kitty for a minute? Cinema roll. Oh, and look, it comes in different shades of Senna. Nice. Aw, friends. So cute. Wait, are they friends or twins? I forget if they're friends or twins. Somebody was recently telling me that Chromie is the dark side of, I forgot if it was Melody or Hello Kitty or whom, but I may have been misinformed.
Well, Melody is the one in the pink. So they kind of look like they could be friends or the dark side.
There's all the characters. Here's Pachaco. He looks like he just had a big meal. Maybe he needs a nap. Actually, he could have just drunk all of this and it made him a little sleepy. Oh, I wanted to tell y'all of a great bargain. I benefit from this, and this is not a paid in. But when I went to mail at UPS today, because I had somebody who paid on a different day, so I went out to mail her package. And it's very close to McDonald's. And I don't know if y'all know this now, but McDonald's now has $1 cones. Now, of course, I told them, oh, I'm driving and I don't want to drip. Can you just put it in a cup? And surely enough, they put it in the cup that normally they put their $2 sundae in. Now, it didn't have all the sauces for the $2 sundae, but I just took that cone and I flexed it with my hands so that it turned into little pieces, pieces. Oh, that became a wonderful topping. I liked that so much better than trying to not drip it while driving. Can I just say that? Dollar. All right, here's
Belle,
the
that sounds
Choco
good.
with Hazel. Now, if you can afford the $2 sundae, of course, get the $2 sundae. I was just trying to not drip and make the most of my $1 cone. That and I also like the crunch of the cone. All right, look at these balloons. Ears to the wind. Here's a sweet little pom pom with his friends. Here's another pom pom. Anybody in for $1?
Yep, remember you don't have to wait till the end to put in $1.
So I'm going to stop.
Your choice of cute Sanrio notebooks, only for $1.
And if y'all would prefer something other than notebooks, if y'all would prefer stickers or would prefer pouches or charms, let me know. I can swap this round for something else. I just felt like we had done so many charms that y'all might be tired of charms. But if y'all would prefer to have a do-over with something or a $1 round, then let me know.
And it's great that these are only $1. They're lined and they're small enough that you could fit in a purse, a pocket, a backpack.
Nancy, yours hasn't been mailed out today. Your payment came in after I had already gotten back UPS and USPS. So it will go out tomorrow, sweetheart. Hope you understand. I always tell y'all give me 24 to 48 hours. So we're only on about 12 hours. So if you'll give me a little bit of grace with the normal 24 to 48 hours, I'm hoping to get it in 24. Maybe 48 though, since I'm now working on a new week of invoices. And just to remind anybody, if you're a regular buyer and you have less than 20 carry over, and if you have less than $10, I'm doing what Ella's doing, and it's an automatic carry over. Because we both just feel bad about charging you as much for the postage or more for the postage than you spent on the items. So when Ella started doing that, I'm like, yes, I need to do that too. So sometimes you can take great ideas from the big channels. All right. Thank you for understanding. I usually only mail things out once a day. So if the mailman has already come, or if the mailman has come and I've also driven all the way there, then oh, it's very rare that I will drive. Most of the time, I'll just wait till the next day. But I had a particular gifted item from another reseller, and it had an immediate delivery message. So that was why I drove it all the way to the post office. All right, well, last call. I guess this is a pass then. Would y'all rather do charms, the little damask coin purses, or pens, post-its? Is there some other dollar item y'all would prefer to do? All right, $2. I have a set of 3 clips here. You get a pink one, you get a white one, and a gray one. Anybody for $2?
That's a great price for 3. I just bought a pack of clips on Saturday that were only 2, and it was definitely more than $3.
Oh, I'm so sorry. If I had known, I would have just sent you these. All right. Any interest? Okay, we're going to pass on these. Next, $2. I have all of these ponytail holders. Look at all of these colors. Some have textures, some are. You get lots in here. $2 for this one. Who needs a whole bunch of ponytail holders?
You can never have enough because sometimes they all go missing when you need one.
That's true. They're also great for tying up your gift bags or even for putting plants on a stake to help hold them up. All right. Next, have you ever wanted a way to make that ponytail fancier? This goes around your ponytail. So it's got a opener. You open it, clamp it on, and this goes around your ponytail. $2. Here's the little clamping mechanism right here. It's like a pretty little bracelet wreath for your ponytail.
Starting bid of only $2. What a pretty decoration.
Thank you. And if y'all haven't already, click the thumbs up. Help a Southern Belle out. Okay, last call on this one. All right, next, let me show you this beautiful necklace. It's got a heart on it. Look how beautiful and sparkly this heart. This is going to be $6. This has a dark gunmetal rose on top of it. And you'll see it is 3D. So it's not glued to the heart. It's actually part of the veil. That's what makes it stand out so beautifully. And look how this red heart just dances in the light with all the beautiful facets. So $6 for this one.
How dramatic and beautiful. Kitty's in for
Kitty's in.
6. Thank you, Kitty.
Thank you, thank you. All right, let's count it down.
All right, Melissa has started counting this down. We're looking for $6.25 if anyone else is interested. Fair warning. And sold to Kitty. Congratulations, Kitty.
Congratulations. All right, here is the next necklace of tonight. It's this cute little froggy. Let me give you a close up of it. Oops, I had them backwards. All right, let's turn it on right. It is festooned with these gorgeous peridot. Look at all his little feetsies. And look at his pretty eyes just staring up at you when you're wearing it. I'm going to start this one at 6 as well. So pretty.
Cute little blingy frog.
Come out tonight. Why didn't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the heart? Is that a poem? A song, maybe? Any interest in the blingy frog peridot necklace? I have a brooch that's very similar to this. It'd be so pretty with the brooch. All right, last call on this one. All right, we move this aside. Now here is a necklace that isn't blingy. I think it'd be great for guys or even great for those who love the beach. Let me get out the big mannequin. This is a black metal necklace and it has a black metal pendant. This looks as well. And let me give you a look at how long it is.
This could also be something that could be for a male or a female.
Yes, yes. Is Tina still in the chat? Tina. Or did Tina already say hi and then go to bed? Because she had a really long day. I understand if she had a really long day. But I'm about to show something dragonfly. I know Lynette is out of town. We're just missing Lynette. I wondered if Tina might still be here. So I wanted to give my friends the benefit of shouting out to them. So Lynette, Tina, this is your warning. This is your shout out. I'm about to show dragonflies. All right.
Kitty has a good
one.
suggestion that necklace could be good for Father's Day.
Oh, I like that. Especially for a sailor, a boatsman, a yachter, somebody who was in the Marines or the Navy. Ours are to be $7 for choice. Look at the gorgeous enamel. Oh, Tina is still here. Oh, I understand spacing out because when you're having to focus on the road and the lines of the road, it's like when you can finally just kind of turn off your mind and the pressure of driving. I get that. All right, but these were so pretty. I bought them in several colors. So the first color, here is the second color. Here's the next color. Oops, adjust my camera here. Come on. And for those of you who like your turquoise blue, here's the blue one. I just thought so pretty. I put them in every color. The company made. And if y'all would prefer to see them on a mannequin, I can do that as well. I didn't think the mannequin was really wide enough. They were kind of laying on each other. And Tina says, I opened 8 dragonflies today. I bet you did. I always try to imagine what it's like for you and Lynette. It's just like dragonfly, dragonfly, dragonfly. Oh, something useful for the house. Dragonfly, dragonfly, dragonfly. Something for the grandkids. Dragonfly. That's how I imagine it to be when y'all are opening your boxes. It may not actually be that way, but that's how it is in my mind's eye because, I just try to imagine y'all. I have to imagine with everybody except for Lisa M Adventure because she videotape and then posts them on YouTube. So I get to see her reactions and what she opens first, in what order she looks at her items, what she thinks she likes best. I love it to see that. All right. Any interest in these dragonflies? And these are on chain necklaces. If y'all would prefer for me to swap these to a cord, because some of us do a little sweating in the summer, I can always change a necklace to a cord for y'all. These might even be pretty to change into a keychain as well. Any interest? Well, I think that we're going to call it night. I know we haven't broadcast that long, but we've had kind of a slow auction. We've had fewer viewers and less comments in the chat. So I want to thank Katie for co hosting. I want to thank Melissa for chat. Anybody wants to be carried over who's a regular viewer and has a total of less than $20, let me know. If you have less than $10, you will automatically be carried over. And while I canceled last Saturday's auction because I was on my friend Colleen's auction, this Saturday we will be having our regular Saturday planning. Some great things for y'all. I'd love to know what you always honor your requests. And I'm looking at y'all on Saturday. Everybody is from me on Wednesday. Roulette. Let the good times roll, rolling life, roll in your heart.